Okay folks, this will be an interesting one. Let's see if we can make this one turn up a treat. It's really sunny outside even though it was meant to be raining. What the fuck? Yeah, Channel 9. Haha. Let's see how we go with this. Gonna leave it on 100 for this. Okay, let's see what we have here. Okay, it is a hand knitted scarf. One of my close relatives made this for me. Yeah, I hope she'll be all right. But yeah, I'll just make this into something interesting. But yeah, knitting's it's really nice to see some people like to keep the art of knitting alive, because really it's a dying craft, and it's really nice to see material like this, even though this is not actually wool, it's probably acrylic or something, but you know, you can knit that. Yeah, that's come up looking quite interesting. It looks a bit wishy-washy. It looks better through the lens of this camera rather than up in real life. But I can see we can probably take a section out of that and enlarge it. Or maybe it'll look good like that, except it's a bit light. We need more contour. A little bit more darkness perhaps. Gonna go all the way, but at least you can see it more through the camera, because that'll mean it'll come out on my video, hopefully. I thought this would be a challenging one, the colour in that. Yeah, that's come up looking actually worse. It looks better on the lighter setting, the medium setting. Maybe I could lighten it off a bit further, because I can see through the camera. I can see the lovely detail of that. I'm going to maybe enlarge some of it off as well. But don't forget, this is yellow, and yellow tends to be hard to see against white. And yeah, you can see more of the detail now. You can see a lot more detail, and this is the first version. It looks nice, but this has got more showing in it, more detail. So I think that's going to be how we're going to run this job. Good to have it a bit lighter for a change. Usually this mode works better in dark, on a darker setting. It'll probably work better on the other colours, magenta, cyan and green. It'll probably come up more obvious, because yellow tends to be a little bit faint, if you know what I mean, folks. Really, like, doesn't contrast. Like, this is a lot better now in this. You can see the detail more now. But with the naked eye, it's not quite as easy to see as it is with the camera, which is a good thing. Ah, fuck, I just pressed something I wasn't meant to press. that stupid button. I hate this company that build this machine, Konica Minolta. They really don't know how to make it work very well, and they don't know how to make new features anymore. They just use legacy software and try to dress it up, as in trying to change the feel of this, but not actually changing what features are in it. And it's just so boring when you just see every machine that is released has the same features as the last, and the one before that, and the one before that. You get my drift. It's all legacy software. That's pretty much it, except for the changing the feel and the colour and really trivial shit, and it just makes this really clumsy as well. The original system, like on my C353, when we had tabs, that was a lot easier to navigate through, and it wasn't so clumsy. But they don't have any talent anymore. They don't hire talented people or enthusiastic people. They just hire idiots I just call them monkeys, because they just don't have much intellect and much creativity. They're just really stupid. It's not a racial or a homophobic slur in this context. I'm using it differently to describe the lack of intellect, the stupidity and the fucktardery that goes on, the love of money, and how small the pays are for those people who do end up working in these companies. I think we're going to do some switcheroos, because I think we can make something better of this. But basically I just get, no, this doesn't look as good. I'm going to switch that one back, and I'm going to just go this. I got a feeling this way is better. Just trying to see how to do it, folks. But basically I just get so annoyed at the way the industry is run and the kind of people that typically are in it. And they're not smart people. Like, there are a bunch of people known as toner heads or photocopier nerds. They're called toner heads, and there's an old saying that a lot of technicians who love their job used to say. They've got toner in the blood. So these toner heads have what's called the old saying, in the blood, toner in the blood. You've heard of the phrase in the blood? Well, this is the photocopier equivalent, is known as toner in the blood. A lot of technicians have spoken about that, having toner in the blood, feeling like the industry is an industry that you totally love and adore. You just couldn't have it any other way. Toner in the blood. There you go. I haven't mentioned that yet, I think. Yeah, and that's come up looking really quite nice as well. I think we can now call this demo quits.